Hey, what's going on today, guys? I got a cool video topic I want to show you guys. It's a way to make your maps look more detailed pretty easily. Today I want to talk about scale with distributions and how to use it to most benefit you and what you're doing on your map. I've used it before and I've found it to be a cool tool to use, and sometimes it can be the thing that makes the area you're working on in your map. Sometimes it can make night and day difference with using scale. Now, first off, the thing that I do have to say about scale is I have always used scale from the very beginning. I know I heard Mudrunner talk in one of Spun's videos about using scale with trees and maxing the scale out on trees all the time. And I found that that actually helped me, and that's really what introduced me into scale and how to use it. So basically, I've always had the maximum amount of scale on my main trees, because if you've never really paid attention to it, the trees in this game on their standard size, they're really weirdly small. You can also use scale as a way to provide more detail in certain scenarios. In the video in the background, I'm placing some trees on the high spots on the map, and then later on I start using scale to make the trees feel more realistic as I think that they would in real life. Most of the time I make trees that are going to be far away from you, I always scale them to the max. Now, I wouldn't always do this, but I feel like this is a great place to show you guys how to use scale, especially with how variable the terrain is in this specific location. So the thing that I like to do, other than just scale up my trees, I like to make trees smaller when you're kind of close to them. With most trees, when you scale them down, at a certain point, they start loading in a different model, which is something that I like to take advantage of sometimes. It gives you a break from seeing the same scenery all the time. Now, what I do is I take and I always plant my trees at 0.65 density. I feel like it's a good value to use in the general use for your bigger trees. Unlike in the video, I usually never use the same distribution to scale down. I usually use a whole different distribution when I scale stuff down, because I scale my main trees to the maximum. So after I scale everything up, when I want to scale down, I use values at 0.45 and 0.4 because scale is very sensitive, and it's really important not to jack it up, because you will find that it's pretty hard to get back to the original location that your trees were at in the first place. Location in scale anyways. You can see in my video that I actually didn't hit what I wanted to the first time, so I go back and then I raise it a little bit. Then it goes too far and I get full-size trees that change the model back. So then I go back with 0.45 and give it one swipe with the brush, and then it fixes back to where I wanted my scale anyways. That's pretty much it when it comes to scale. The only other thing that I haven't talked about yet was using randomize, and I'm not a big fan of it because I've never really seen it do anything that I couldn't do any other way, and it seems to be a clunky function, so I never mess with the randomize option when I'm using scale. This pretty much wraps it up when it comes to scale. Later on in my video series, I've got some great topics with distributions. I feel like distributions is what is the core essential thing to make maps look better. So I want to have a lot of topics covering distributions. I hope you guys have a good day, and I plan to see you in the future on the forums, or if I don't see you there, I'll see you in the next video. You guys have a good one.